Welcome to the Computer Literacy Center's online instructional video about customizing lists and fonts. My name is Eiley Cummings and I'll be guiding you through this tutorial. In this video, we will customize font size and text color as well as bullets and number and level lists. If you would like to follow along with the instruction, find the start file bundled with this module and save it as your own. Having a good font size is an important thing to remember when you're creating a presentation because no matter how good you think it is, if people can't read it, then it's not going to have the impact that you desire. A couple of good rules of thumb are to keep the titles at 36 to 44 points and the body text at 24 to 28 points. You should also try to keep the font sizes of the titles and body text about the same size throughout your presentation. To apply this, go to the second slide of the start file presentation titled Planets and change the title's font size to 38 points and the body text to 24 points. To do that, select the text, I'll start with the title, then change the font size to 38 points by clicking on the Increase Font Size button next to the font size box, or by clicking inside the font size box and typing 38. Follow the same steps to change the font size of the body text, but change it to 24 points instead. Once you've done that, you're ready to move on to text color. Another thing to pay attention to when creating your slides is the color contrast between the text and the background. The stronger the contrast is between the text and background colors, the easier it is to read. For example, the list on the left has a white background and the list on the right has a black background. For obvious reasons, you can't use white text on a white background or black text on a black background, but if you put white on black or black on white, it works perfectly because they have a high contrast. The yellow text is very legible on the black background because it has a strong contrast, but on the white it is harder to read. Change the yellow text on the white background to a different color so it's more readable. To do that, highlight the text and click on the text color button next to the underline button. In the box that appears, click on the black dot. This changes the text to black and makes it much easier to read. Now take a look at the blue text. In this case, it works well on both background colors, but it's not guaranteed to work on all background colors. Now that you have a better understanding of coloring your text so it contrasts with the background, you're ready to work on the lists. In the left list, there is a radius measurement listed for Mercury, but it's listed as its own number. Make it a different level in the list by placing your cursor in front of the measurement and then pressing Tab on your keyboard. This makes Mercury's radius a bullet point under the main point for Mercury. As you can see, in the right list, the radius of Jupiter is part of the numbered list. Follow the same steps you did to change the Mercury radius to a bullet. Great! You're going to make this one a custom bullet. To do that, highlight the text, click on the Format menu in the toolbar, hover over Bullets and Numbering, then hover over List Options, and then select More Bullets. This opens a dialog box with different symbols you can use as bullet points. Click on the drop-down menu that says Arrows and select Stars and Asterisks. Choose a star you like. I'm choosing the white circled star. To check if you like it, drag the dialog box out of the way so you can see the custom bullet point. If you like it, click on the X in the top right corner of the dialog box to close it. Since this slide is a list of the planets, the numbering of the second list should continue from 5 instead of starting over at 1. To change the start of the list, highlight it. Click on the Format tab in the toolbar, hover over Bullets and Numbering, then hover over List Options and select Restart Numbering. In the dialog box that appears, type 5 in the Restart Numbering At box and click OK. Now the numbering continues across the slide. If you want to change the color of the numbers on the list, click on one of the numbers. This selects all of the numbers in that text box. Then click on the Text Color button and select a color you like. I'm choosing orange. This changes the numbers in that text box to orange. To keep the coloring consistent, do the same thing to the numbers in the left list. Awesome! Once you've done that, it's finished. In this video, you customized font size and text color, created levels in a list, customized bullets, and customized the color of numbered lists. For more information about Google Slides and other computer literacy topics, visit our website at weber.edu/clc.